Koordinate lutanja, part 42. Simple as this. Don't. We say nemojte. Jesus Christ, I don't have a clue what I was writing about. So if it's noisy, ignore the noise. It's the end of July, busy tourist season in the city, and the bad traffic. So I was looking at some American fellow at the sandy beach in Thailand, and he was holding his legs on the table, like a lounge bar. And I was like, man, we are sitting in a restaurant and you are holding your legs on the top of the table where somebody after you will be eating his food. You bloody jerk. It's pretty much that people in Thailand were very polite, so the waitresses is trying to serve his food over his feet, and it's all sandy feet, the food is there, and I was like, Jesus Christ, like if he doesn't care, I don't care, but you should know how to control yourself and behave at the age of 50. Probably a bit. So I don't want to suggest anything to the adults how to behave properly. In Dubrovnik we learned a lot of the things about the hordes of, drunk English people, drunk Aussies, but you offer that for the revenue. So, but you get used to it. But pretty much, you have to act normally. So in Dubrovnik you have a problem with the people who are a bit buzzed or people who watch Game of Thrones and they want to reenact Walk of Shame. Believe me, it's a true story. As I take people on Game of Thrones tours, it happens to me often that I see lots of the people, going around and screaming shame at each other. So pretty much I'm just waiting for some tourists to go into my face with 35 millimeter like lens and snap the photograph, because that's like a normal thing if you want to be an influencer. So capture every single moment. So and what I hate about all those lovely things is that people put the quotes of Paulo Coelho or somebody else, to be very smart. So don't do some things in destinations which people think that they're not polite, or hitting a Buddhist people or Buddhist monks on top of their forehead. So the funniest thing is in Thailand, and I always pissed off when I see the tourists going to see those drug tigers or feeding the elephants with bananas while the elephant is in chains, and you can see by the top of their ears that it was like a bit humiliated, but show must go on. Bananas were sold to the tourists and you are feeding the wild animal. You can't feed the wild animals. You learn that pretty much in Africa, that the wild animal will kill you. You look like a food to them, but not if they are sedated, same like a tigers in Thailand. So pretty much if you have a tattoo with the Buddha's face and the drug tiger, pretty much you're going to the Buddhist heaven if it exists like that. So pretty much snap another Instagram photograph in the fields of the tea in Sri Lanka, where people are working for $1 per day, and pretty much that's also influencing and doing a pretty bad thing for the community. If the ladies are smiling at you in some bar in Southeast Asia or in Panama, in the capital of Panama City, they are actually the hookers. So you are not that beautiful, and first check if that person is a ladyboy. So there are some don'ts which you actually don't do during your travels. Hope I inspired you to travel more. See you tomorrow.